It was a regular Tuesday night for Lily, a college student living alone in a small apartment on the outskirts of town. She was studying late, her eyes heavy from exhaustion, the only light in her room coming from her laptop screen. The city outside was silent, the streets empty. Suddenly, her phone rang. It was an unfamiliar number, the kind that made her hesitate before answering, but knowing it could be a call from her mom or one of her friends, she answered, "Hello?" she said, her voice trembling slightly. There was a long silence on the other end. For a moment, she thought the call had dropped. Then she heard it. "Help me. Lily." Lily's heart skipped a beat. The voice was faint, barely audible, and definitely not someone she recognized. The whisper sounded desperate, almost as if it was coming from someone far away, or perhaps somewhere else. She tried to shake it off, thinking it was just a prank call, but something about the voice felt off. She checked the number. It was blocked. The following night, as she sat in the same position, the same quiet apartment, the phone rang again. It was past midnight this time. Her hand froze. There was no denying it now. This was no coincidence. Slowly, she picked up the phone, almost afraid to hear what would come next. "Lily, it's coming for you." The voice was clearer this time, and it was familiar. It sounded like someone she knew, but she couldn't place it. It was filled with pain, desperation, and terror. She slammed the phone down, her heart pounding. Who was this person? Why were they calling her? But before she could collect herself, the phone rang again, and again, and again. Each call, the voice getting closer, more urgent, until at 3 a.m., Lily heard a loud knock on her door. She froze, staring at the dark hallway outside. Was it a neighbor, a mistake, or something far worse? The knock came again, louder this time. Slowly, Lily moved toward the door. Her hand hovered over the doorknob, her breath shallow. But she stopped just before opening it. "Don't open it, Lily." Her blood thinking, she backed away, her hands trembling. She grabbed her phone one last time, dialing the number of her friend, hoping to find comfort in their voice. But when the call connected, the line was eerily silent, just static. And then the whisper again, but this time loud and clear. "Lily, it's too late." Her phone slipped from her hand. She knew what was coming next. And it wasn't just a prank. When the police arrived the next morning, they found the apartment completely empty. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence of anyone having been there at all. The phone, it was still on the floor, and when they picked it up, the last number dialed was a number that didn't exist. So the question remains, who or what was calling Lily that night?